Hey there, East Tennessee. Hope you have been enjoying your weekend. We did have a couple of showers come through as we got into your Saturday, which is why we have that little 20% there. I know it caught a couple of people off, especially since it came directly through the city of Knoxville, but they didn't last for too long. And you didn't see any thunder or lightning. It was just some heavy rain that kind of came and went. And as we get into your Sunday, we're going to see mostly sunny conditions, maybe a couple of showers again, but not as much in the Central Valley. I'll switch you over as we get into that regional radar because we are seeing some surface high pressure take over. Further down to our south, we got a stationary front attached to this low pressure system that is developing some showers further south, and we still have a little bit of moisture in the area. So I'll give you your futurecast here as we get into the coming days and heading into your Sunday. We're going to watch this low pressure system continue to make its way up the East Coast and bring rain further up in that direction. So Sunday is going to continue to be mostly clear, but as we get into the afternoon, there is going to be the possibility for some showers, mainly for parts of southwestern Virginia, some far parts of upper East Tennessee, and maybe a little bit of Kentucky as well. It doesn't quite seem like it's going to be making it further down into the valley and definitely not into the plateau. So I'm not going to add any rain chances on it because it does look like this rainfall is going to continue to be pretty insignificant, and then we're going to continue to see more of these clear conditions and rising temperatures as we get into much of your Monday. And rain chances, thankfully, are going to stay on the low. You see a whole lot of mostly sunny skies as we get through Sunday, all the way up until we get to the end of the week. But even then, it's not really looking like we're going to see a lot of rain on Thursday because high pressure is still going to be dominant. We just might see a little bit of shortwave energy coming through. So this is the trough that we have right now that's moving out of the way, and the high pressure that's been sitting over the western half of the country. The reason they've been seeing such intense heat in places like Phoenix, that's going to start to stretch and make its way over to the rest of the country. So we're going to get some pretty big heat and rising temperatures as we get into the coming days, starting in the mid 80s right now, working our way into the lower 90s by the time we get into the weekend, and seemingly staying there for a good bit of time. Those dew points are going to be rising up as well. You see, we're going to continue to stay in the lower 60s, even getting our way up into the 70s like you see there on that Sunday. So things are going to get warmer, things are going to get more humid, and that is going to be what makes some of those warmer conditions possible. You can see here with the Climate Prediction Center's outlook as we head into the beginning of August, it looks like we could be getting a new wave of heat throughout much of the country, so it's definitely something to keep an eye on, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to get any rain. Our drought monitor is still very, very low. We've made a lot of improvements coming off of months like May, but hopefully we will see a little bit of rain to keep things nice and keep things a little bit cooler. But until then, here's that 7-day forecast. It's still going to be a great week because we're going to have pretty consistent sunshine. I'm hoping we don't fall back into another weekend rainfall pattern, but as of right now, we've got a lot of clarity and these rising temperatures to deal with.